What is up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. If you are new, my name is Alexis and I cover all kinds of fragrance and beauty content as well as lifestyle content. So if you are into that, don't forget to subscribe before you leave today's video. But you guys, we have another perfume declutter here. Yes, these fragrances, I have pretty much shown all of them to you on my channel. I just know I want to go ahead and get them out of my collection because, as you guys know, I have been purchasing and receiving things over the summer and the start of this fall, and I just want to have things in my collection that I genuinely love or that I'm still figuring out. And if it's something that I'm just like, it's not wowing me, it's not doing anything, I need to go ahead and get rid of it. So if you did not see my last declutter, definitely check that out. I will link it up top. But we have 8 fragrances here, and I think that's a pretty good number considering I think I did around the same amount in my last declutter video. So I will have all of these posted on my Mercari for you guys to purchase if you are interested. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump right into it. So I did recently do a review of a bunch of Dossier fragrances. There are a few that I just knew I needed to go ahead and get rid of. So the first one being the Floral Pear. This is a dupe for Jo Malone's English Pear and Freesia. While this one was a nice scent, this is a scent a lot of people like. It does have really great reviews on the Dossier website. Top notes of pear, bergamot, and watermelon, and rhubarb. Middle notes of quince, rose, freesia, orange blossom, and woody notes, musk, and amber in the base. I am not a rhubarb fan. I realized that once I tried Marc Jacobs Perfect, and I just could not understand why I didn't like it. There are just a lot of fragrances that have rhubarb in them that are just very sour and too green for me that I just don't like it. And I think that's what happened with this one, because while this is a really nice, refreshing, crisp, clean pear with just some very beautiful notes in it, I just find that the rhubarb kind of ruins this for me. Just a little too green and almost a little nauseating to me. So I'm just very, very picky about the fruity florals that I wear these days, because I know ideally my favorite scents are gourmand fragrances or fragrances that have more of a musky skin-like quality to them. So if I'm reaching for a fruity floral, it really has to wow me. And unfortunately, this has more things that I don't like than do. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this one. But I will say my mom is a huge fan of this one. So if any of you guys don't like this one, she will probably happily take this one off my hands. All right. So since we're starting with Dossier scents, the next fragrance I will be decluttering is the Dossier dupe for Tom Ford's Bitter Peach. So this is the Ambery Peach. And I'm just going to tell you guys that this smells very similar to Tom Ford's Bitter Peach to me, truly. It is truly a dupe. I would say it's not as beast mode as Bitter Peach, but Bitter Peach is a little too bitter for me. And that's truly how I feel about the Tom Ford fragrance itself. So the fact that I don't like this dupe of it is not surprising, considering I don't like the fragrance. But Dossier did a really, really good Killian Angel Share dupe, and they did it in a way where it was similar but still different, to where I was able to wear it. So yeah, I did not have the same experience with this one. For me, the bitter almond and the cardamom are mixing a little too sharp and spicy and green for me. Like, it's more of a bitter green almond and not like a creamy sweet almond. So it does soften up a bit in the dry down, but for the most part, the opening of this is just too green and bitter for me. And at this point, I'm very picky with green notes as well, like rhubarb and green bitter almond, and, you know, that kind of raw honey smell, like all of those types of scents that remind you of the outdoors and plants and things like that. I'm very picky about those. So unfortunately, Ambery Peach, she got to go. The next Dossier scent, honestly, y'all, the vast majority of these are Dossier scents, but I do have 3 non-Dossier scents in here, okay? But the next one is going to be the Jo Malone dupe. This is the Fruity Honey. So this is a dupe for the Nectarine Blossom and Honey. And just like the last one, you guys, this one overall as a whole smells really nice. It's a really nice, fresh, fruity floral. Like, this is a perfect springtime scent, summertime scent, office scent, throw on and go brunch type of scent with the girls. But for me, there is one note in particular that stands out that I just don't get along with most times, and that is the honey and the green leaves. It's like, I like honey when it's more of a syrupy, sweet, almost artificial smelling honey. But when honey is mixed with a green note, or it just smells more like it came straight from the bee's nest, I just can't do it. It's something about it makes me want to vomit. And if you guys have smelled the Bath and Body Works honeycomb scent or the Coco Shea honey line, that is a honey that I love. I love that one. Literally, it's just straight up honey and it smells good. But the type of honey that is in here, that's just very green and just, I don't know, it's very off-putting for me. And when it mixes with the peach and everything else, it just kind of turns sour. So again, this is another one highly rated on the Dossier website. And if you like Jo Malone's Nectarine Blossom and Honey, you may not even have the same feelings that I have about this, but for that reason, girl, she just does not have a home in my collection, and I gotta send her somewhere else. The next Dossier scent I will be decluttering. This is from one of their genderless wedding collections. So this is one of their Dossier originals. And y'all, when I picked this up, I actually bought this in person from the Dossier pop-up shop in New York. When I picked this up, I really liked it, but I honestly think now it's because of what I was wearing underneath it when I tried this, because I'm back and forth, y'all. I'm back and forth. First of all, let me tell you guys the notes. So it has top notes of neroli, salted caramel, hazelnut accord, middle notes of orange flower, lavender, and violet, and base notes of patchouli, vetiver, vanilla, and ambroxan. This is truly a unisex scent, you guys. And when it opens, I love this. I truly get a very nice creamy hazelnut with that salted caramel, and it smells so good. But again, lavender. That's another challenging note for me, y'all. And the more perfumes you start to collect and wear, especially as you try so many different things, you start to realize there are certain notes that you just don't like. And lavender is one of those notes for me that I just strongly dislike. So when I smelled this at first and I was like, oh, I like this, I started to smell something very off-putting, and it was the lavender. To me, lavender just smells very masculine. It's just a scent that my brain equates to men. When I smell it on myself, I don't like it. It just gives me a headache, which is weird because lavender is like an essential oil scent that's supposed to help with headaches, but it does the opposite for me. So I don't know. But yeah, y'all, this smells very good. It has kind of a luxury sweetness to it, if that makes sense, like the vanilla and the ambroxan mixed with the hazelnut and the salt. Like, this smells very niche quality. This is like a niche, I don't even want to say gourmand, but it's just very classy and it has a sweetness to it. But this definitely leans a little too masculine for me with that lavender in here. And I just find that the few times that I did wear this, which as you can see, it's still full, I had to layer it with something super sweet, and I just found the lavender just kept bothering me, girl. So for that reason, I'm not in the business of forcing myself to like things I truly dislike. And so therefore this one has to go. But again, this one is definitely very rich and luxe smelling. It could easily be a scent that's on a niche shelf costing $200 or $300. So the last Dossier scent, y'all, is going to be Floral Sandalwood that I will be decluttering. This is a dupe for MFK's Ambery Femme. And for me, this scent as a whole, I just don't like. It's very strong, it's very long lasting, but when that is a scent you don't like, again, it gives you a headache. It smells like a very mature, old-fashioned, dated floral. That is what this smells like to me. There isn't enough of a sweetness or a fun, playful, fruity, like there isn't anything else in here that makes this fragrance less serious. And to me, this smells like something a woman in like a courthouse, like a judge or a congresswoman would wear, or someone on just some type of political campaign. Like, that is what this is giving me. It's very serious. It's very woman in a business suit, woman in the church choir. That is what this is smelling like to me. And not to say that it stinks, but this is just not something I personally, as a 32-year-old woman, want to smell like, because I want something sweeter, more playful, more fun. And I just know I'm not going to wear this. So yeah, if you like MFK's Ambery Femme, I'm sorry, girl, if that offended you, but that is just not my scent preference, and I will have to get rid of this one for that reason. Now we're finally getting to the non-Dossier scents, which there are only 3, but still, we are going to fly through these really quick. You saw my most recent hygiene haul. This I actually got over the summer in my FabFitFun box, and honestly, this was a great, you know, addition to the box, the value of the box itself. Getting a full-size perfume in that box with so many other things, this was great in hindsight for me. But honestly, by the time I opened up my box, it was already fall, and this is very much a tropical summery fragrance. So this has notes of petitgrain, coconut water, coconut milk, bergamot, solar musk, banana, pineapple, pool water, swimsuit, lyrica, and sea salt. This is a great scent. This is truly a great scent, but it has that very repetitive, sunscreeny, tropical vacation smell, like so many other scents. Like when I smelled this, it instantly reminded me of Tom Ford Soleil Blanc and all of the fragrances that that scent kind of has inspired. If I am in the mood to wear this scent DNA, which honestly I probably won't until next summer, I usually will reach for literally one of my favorite perfumes ever, which is Alien Goddess, or I will reach for my Tom Ford Soleil Blanc. And honestly, since that is such a specific, overly done scent profile, I am okay with just having those two in my collection. And I feel like if I have this one, it's literally just going to sit there because this smells like those scents with just an added pineapple and banana note. And I don't really love banana notes to begin with. So in hindsight, this was great to receive in a box, especially a summer FabFitFun box. But I know I'm not going to wear this even next summer. So for that reason alone, I'm going to try and give this one a better home. She has literally only been sprayed one time, and I just know I'm not going to reach for this. So this next one is from Skylar. They actually sent me this in PR. I usually do get PR from Skylar pretty regularly, and I feel like this scent kind of went under the radar. It kind of went unnoticed. Like, I don't know. I didn't really see too many people talking about this one, but this is the Skylar Citrus Reverie. So this one has Angpur mandarin, pink pineapple, and orange flower. A fantasy surrounded by zesty mandarin where delicate orange flower notes offer a serene escape, and pink pineapple weave joy through the air. There's really nothing wrong with this, but to me, this is giving very much a Bath and Body Works body mist. And I don't need this taking up space in my perfume collection because I'm pretty sure I have a body mist that gives me the exact same vibe. I definitely get a very juicy mandarin and very sweet, crisp pineapple. And this smells great, y'all. It smells great, but this smells very similar to scents like Bath & Body Works Pink Pineapple Sunrise, like those pineapple-y, citrusy, just refreshing, fruity scents. Like that is what this smells like to me. And so while this is nice and likable, this is honestly something I would forget that I even have in my collection. I know I would not reach for, and I would probably reach for one of my Bath & Body Works mists to layer with something else before I reach for this. So for that reason, I think this is a great option for somebody who likes a fruity, refreshing, sweet scent, or you live somewhere hot and you want something that you're still going to smell crisp and clean and good, but not want something super beast moded in your face. Because if you guys did not know, Skylar is a clean beauty brand. So that's one of the reasons why I do really, really like them and own a few scents from them. But this is just not one that's really hitting for me with the types of things that I like. So this one I will be decluttering. Okay, y'all. This last one, while it pains me because I love this brand, I love Commodity, and I was so excited about this. This is kind of repetitive in my collection, and I find that the scents that it's similar to, I prefer those more. And this is Commodity's Juice. Okay, this is their newest line. They did send me this in PR. This is the Expressive. They sent a travel size of the Bold as well as personal as well, but I think I emptied those, so y'all will probably see those in the empties video. But this is basically that same DNA as like Mugler's Angel Nova, those lychee, fruity, rose type of scents. And again, y'all, there is literally nothing wrong with this. There is nothing wrong with this. This just smells like 2 or 3 other perfumes that I have in my collection right now, and I do not need to continuously add scents that smell the same when I'm trying to keep a very personal fragrance collection that's already starting to get a little out of line again. So I don't dislike this because obviously if I own other fragrances that smell like this, I like this scent DNA. But I think with this one, there is something in here that when it dries down, I lose like the fruity notes and it just kind of dissipates into something almost a little sour and medicinal on me. It smells very similar to Lattafa's Maillard, which I was loving this summer and I wore the crap out of. So I also think I'm just am tired of that scent DNA right now because I wore it so much over the summer. It's very crisp and refreshing and juicy, lychee rose with like berries. Like this has the addition of berries in it and it smells really, really nice. But and even as it's drying down, like it smells really good, y'all. It smells really good. I have in my collection right now, I can name 3 lychee rose fragrances that I have, and that's just way too much for me to have like 4 and 5. It's not like a gourmand scent where I'm going to be layering it with a ton of things, so I don't mind having so many repetitive scents like a vanilla. This is a very specific scent DNA that I already have in 3 other fragrances. So for that reason, again, while this smells good, I just feel like it's repetitive and I can't just keep it just for the bottle to have in my collection, girl. So if you like that scent DNA, girl, you might want to check this one out. I just personally don't need it in my collection and she just needs to get decluttered. All right, y'all, that is it for this declutter. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I personally find declutter videos very satisfying, but for some reason, they piss a lot of people off. And girl, I'm sorry, just don't watch it if you feel offended. But this is what I do with the fragrances that I have purchased with my own money or been sent. That's just what I choose to do. Very much in the business of keeping a very curated collection that is personal to me and my scent preferences and what I represent. And yeah, this journey will probably not stop here. Anyways, thank you guys for hanging out with me today, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.